Hi everybody, it's Jason from the Bead Gallery, and I am going to be doing a unboxing of this one right here. Let's see if everybody can see this, the Bead Reamer. It's our all-purpose reamer, and what it does is it makes holes larger in our beads, especially if you're going to be doing projects like stretchy cord, especially if you have really small holes in that Tahitian pearl bead. This makes it a lot easier. And I'll also demonstrate how to make holes in large shells, so that way you can use your beach findings and everything will be usable, beatable. All right, I'm gonna put this down over here. And again, that's what we're gonna be doing today. All right, I'm gonna show you what's inside and make sure that you understand how fun it is to do this. Not grunt work, but work to have fun with. All right, so let's get on with it. I'm gonna open the box. Let's move on over there, and here we go. So, in the box, you're gonna find the Bead Reamer, the AC adapter, and a little toolkit. I'll talk about the toolkit in a second, but in here, you're gonna find a nicely wrapped up single piece, as well as that's going to be this handset unit, and you're going to find an AC adapter, and you're going to plug those two together, and what you get is this with an AC adapter plug like that. Okay, you're just going to connect it in there, snap it together, plug it into the wall, and then you have a workable unit. Okay. In here, in the toolkit, you're going to find yourself with, maybe you don't know the terminology yet, but I will teach you guys. These are reamers. Okay, you're going to find a short reamer and a long reamer. That's a short tapered and a long tapered. I like to use these for like the pearls up to about 16 gauge or so. And then this one I use up to a 3mm hole, so really, really large. All right. So, short taper, long taper. You can call it the short, the small, and the large. Then it comes with this handy dandy 45-degree reamer. It's basically cuts out the edges so that it'll be nice and smooth. More specific for certain people who use glass. Okay. Then you have collets. Basically, what this does is it allows you to use different size reamer or drill bits. Okay, you have this and this. All right. This larger one I use for this. Okay. For the drill bit, for the reamers. The smaller one I use for the cleaning tools, which we won't talk about today, but I will talk about it next time if you guys mention in the post if you want to see me use the reamer for cleaning, and that'll be a different one. Okay, so let's put that back in the bag. All right, it comes with those two. That part you have to assemble, and once it's all assembled, you're able to start doing the work. So if you look at it, it says that it goes from about 1,000 to 20,000 RPM. Basically, a slow 1,000 RPM to the 20,000. Okay, and on and off. Pretty straightforward. In the small taper and the large taper, bits, they do wear out. So at the Bead Gallery, we do sell an aftermarket, better brand. Okay, these are wonderful ones that we have in the shop, and these are a very short taper. This short taper is great for especially freshwater pearls as well as South Sea pearls, including the Tahitian variety. This is very, very nice and narrow. Okay, these are great for really small holes that you will enlarge to, again, like I said, 16 gauge or larger. Then we have the long taper. These are great. Okay, and this goes all the way to the base, and this one makes a big 3mm hole. All right, and that's that. These are aftermarket ones that you want to replace because these don't last forever. Okay, these do not last forever. They will wear down, and that's why we ream in water right over here. There you go. All right. When you do the reaming, you want to make sure that you are using clean, fresh water. And I'm going to first use the small taper, small drill bit, small reamer. And I'll pop that in there, just like that. Tuck that in. Hold the yellow button down, and you hear that lock, that pin lock, and then you want to tighten that. Okay. Okay. Quick tip for you guys: if you can't tighten this, use some shelf liner, and then you can use that to grab and tighten. All right. Once it's tightened, there you go. You're ready to start reaming. If you notice there's a lot of wobble, meaning that the reamer doesn't move smoothly, let me put this in so that you can see a weird wobbling. There, if you notice, it moves really, there's a lot of that. Hold this down, loosen it, push it all the way in. Make sure it's seated nicely in there. There you go. We're going to place this in the water. Just like that. And this is the motion you want to be doing, an in and out motion. Just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit more of what's going on. I'll zoom this back out later. But this way you guys can see what's going on. There we go. I won't move too much. And the speed I'm using is about 10,000 RPM, which is about the middle of the dial. You just have to gauge this through sound and the way your bit is moving through the piece. All right, so I'm about halfway through, just like this. I'm going to go all the way to the base. Okay. I'm going to flip this over. Okay. Back in the water. Okay, once it gets stuck like that, turn it off. Loosen the bit, loosen the pearl from the bit. Okay. Back in the water. Okay, stuck once again. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give you a little bit more light. You can see what I'm doing here. All right. And I'm going to push this all the way up almost to 20,000. And we're almost to the base. This is where I'm going to stop. And you're going to notice the hole size has increased quite a bit. Now, I'm going to move on to the larger bit so I can make this usable in a large wire sense. Okay, you see that wobble? You can see it more now. We're going to reduce that. There, no wobble. Okay, no wobbling. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to check to see if there's any questions going on. Okay. Okay, looks good. I'm going to say hi, everyone. All right, let's get on with this reaming. I'll add a little bit more. Oh, there's that stuck. And this is going to happen a lot. It's going to get stuck in there. Don't be sad. It's a thing. And sometimes I don't stop. I just... Okay, I'm going to keep on going. And again, if I keep continuing, I will make it all the way to the base of this. I just want you guys to see this. All right. There we go. That's a nice size hole. This is good for stretchy cord. This is also good for wire. This will probably fit a... I don't have my wire tester with me, but easy 14 gauge hole right in there. Okay. All right. And that's how we use the reamer. Okay. I'm going to demonstrate how to put a hole in this shell. And I'll do this without a piece of wood. I'm just going to freehand this. And I'm going to be using what's called a diamond core drill bit. Okay. Let me zoom this out. Okay, so these are my tools of choice. I love these guys. Okay, I'm going to be demonstrating with the 1.5 today. I'm going to be using that piece to make a hole in this. Okay, what do I use the other ones for? It depends on what I'm putting through the hole. I'll use the 2mm a lot also for projects putting holes into shells, like that right there. The 3mm I love to use for if I'm using a large puka shell and I'm putting it on bangle. A lot of friends also use this for their Tahitian pearls. The 4mm, again, bigger hole, larger piece. People who make large hole bangles or large gauge bangles will be using this guy, the 4mm. If you guys have questions, you can always check out the website, thebeadgallery.com. We have descriptions online of what we do with these. But today we're going to be using that one right there. Okay, that's my 1.5. And I'm going to disassemble this, hold the button. I'm going to loosey-goosey place that in there, righty-tighty. And sometimes, like I said, you can use shelf liner to grip it. I do this trick right here where I knuckle it and I tighten it up, and then there you go. Check for wobble. Second. Little wobble. Let's loosen that up. Make sure it's seated nicely. Okay. Let's see. No wobble. Okay, that's ready to go. All right, we're gonna get my water back in the picture. There we go. And for this, I like to mark where I want the hole to be. Since it doesn't have a hole, okay, I'll either mark inside the shell or outside the shell. If I mark inside the shell, I kind of know where it's going to go, and I'm only going to hit one side of the wall. So I'm going to hit that one right there. I'm going to go all the way through. Sometimes I put a piece of wood underneath in the water as I'm pressing down. I'm just going to hand hold this so you guys can see what's going on. And since it's a thin-walled shell, it should be nice and easy. Knock on wood. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to wet the piece. Don't put your thumb, finger, or any appendage you don't want to get hurt behind here. You want to keep it free, and that's why I have that piece of wood behind. Find that mark. And work in the water just so that keeps that piece nice and cool. And keep that diamond bit reamer nice and cool. And there we go. There is our hole in the shell. Now it's wearable. You can put a jump ring. You can wire this, so you can create a bail, and now it's a wearable piece. Okay, and that is drilling. So two new terms if you haven't been in the shop before: reaming, which is making the holes larger. Okay, making a bead hole larger. And drilling, which is the actual, we're going to take something that doesn't have a hole and we're going to pop a hole in it or create a hole in there. We're going to get questions about can you drill glass with this? You can drill glass with this bit, but this tool is not the best tool to use for that. There's not enough torque in this tool. Okay, if you have a stronger mid-range tool like a Dremel, a motorized tool, a little bit more oomph in there, you can use those with this bit, and then you'll be able to do that. And again, you can use that motorized tool to mid-range motorized tool to do this. Remember, this is entry level. The Dremel and the other Proxons and the other little bit heavier duty tools are mid-range, and then our flex shafts are our premium line reaming / drilling tools. All right, I'm going to go on here and see what's going on and see. Let's go back to this. Oh, it's right there. I'm going to go here. All right, let's see what questions we have, if we have any. Are those diamond bits? Yes, so Lynn. Yes. Diamond coated. And that's reamers and core drill bits. Okay. Rosal, hola, how are you? Oh, yes, haircut was done before our shutdown. So the Bead Gallery is shut down. I'm in the shop today filling out internet orders and making sure that you guys get your wonderful beads so that you guys can continue staying creative and safe. All right. Do we have any questions out there? Let's see. What can we talk about diamond? So these are electroplated. So these tools are all electroplated. The diamonds are electroplated onto the stainless steel, and that's done in a factory that we really like, and they do really good fine work. So we do love this company a lot. So if you guys have questions about that, I can answer that through email. Okay. What happens? Oh, Lynn, what happens if you don't ream underwater? Two things happen. You wear down the drill bit or the reamer much more quickly because you need a lubricant. You need a lubricant to cut harder pieces. So there's wear and tear on both ends. Okay, and you can break your bead. You will break your bead. You will crack the bead, or you will shatter the glass or the shell. Okay, so let's call that Lynn. Okay.
So give me a few minutes.
We
I'm in the middle of another sale. So
wear and tear
email it to you, and then you can
on the diamond. Diamond.
We're all new to this. Sorry about it.
Diamond.
Okay, thank you.
And the bead slash shell.
Did I fix that?
Okay. Any other questions out there? Good questions, by the way. We do have the reamer and the bits on the website. You can also watch on our YouTube channel. All of us, all four of us, I think it was, using the hand reamer, the motorized reamer, and a few other tools to show what we do with it. So that was a fun video. Any other questions out there? I have a hand reamer. Can the bits be used in electric reamer? Yes. Okay. Pauline. Okay, so yes, you can use your, as long as the bits or the reamer have that kind of that you've seen those boards, diamond boards that you use for your nails. If it has that same texture, then you can use that in your motorized reamer. So the answer is yes, Pauline. Yes, you can use those. As long as they also, if they fit in the collet. Okay. Good questions. Really good questions, guys. What else can we say? Be sure to watch our Facebook and our other social medias. Jamie's been really busy trying to keep you guys engaged and aware that though the Bead Gallery is closed, we are not closed in the sense that you got to stay creative and keep a healthy outlook besides staying at home and staying safe. So, silly question, Kim. Is there any chance of getting electrocuted while drilling in water? Yes, there is one, but if your home is wired correctly, the fuse shut off, as well as we are hooked up directly to a tap that has you know, one of those fuse shut off boxes. It'll stay safe, but keep your bit away from keep your bit only keep your bit in the water. Okay. In the motorized reamers, the motor is in the handset, so you got to be very careful still. In the flex shaft, the motor is not connected to the handset, so if you drop it in the water, you're fine. You just get wet. It just gets wet all over the place, so there's no chance of you getting shocked there. Okay, so that's why the flex shaft is our go-to, because it's the safest and the more professional way to do the drilling and the reaming. Okay, so answer is yes, you can get shocked, but if you are wired correctly in your home, the tap should kick before you get shocked. Okay, but stay safe. You know, please stay safe. Only the bit in the water. Only the bit. All right. Okay. Thank you for the info. Very helpful. Can you do the opposite? Use the bits from the electric reamer in the hand reamer? Yes, Lynn. Yes, you can use the bits the other way. You can use it, and that's good for if you're doing small work and you just need a little bit of work and you don't want to turn on your reamer. You can just lightly clean up the hole, and that's why they allotted that 45-degree bit to clean up the hole, the outer hole, just to make it clean. All right. So, good questions, everybody. If there's not too much left, I made my 30 minutes there. So we made 30 minutes. If there's no other questions, let's give it a second or two. If there isn't any, I'm gonna end this one, and then please let me know if you want me to show you how to do using my silicone cleaners, silicone polishers, to do silver cleaning or copper cleaning, or more alloy cleaning. You let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna put that out there. Mention that you want me to show polishing / cleaning with reamer and then I'll put that on the next tool time. Maybe we'll do it next week, okay? And hopefully next week we will be out of the closure, and we'll be able to do more things with you guys, okay? Yes, Kim. Yes, we all do want to learn a lot. Knowledge is power. And yes, knowledge is power. All right. When do you time your metals? When do I time my metals? When do I time my metals? Mona, please, at Mona, please, scribe. Oh, when do you tumble your metals? Oh, okay. So, okay. I tumble my metals after everything is done, after all the, pretty much the final polishing by hand or by polishing with the silicone polishers are done. That's when I throw it into the tumbler with my stainless steel shot for the final tumbling, because the stainless steel shot, my particular stainless steel shot, will rub off any scratches that the hand polishing and the silicone polishing will get to, and the water and the soap just rinse away all the extra oils that I can't get to. So tumbling is final polishing. So final polish. Last. Okay. Any other questions? Wow, we have the questions of not the reaming but the polishing. So I guess I will do a polishing demonstration using the reamer, and I might bring my mid-range tool just to have, and then maybe I'll set up even the flex shaft. So we'll have a round of 3. That'll be kind of fun, you know. So you always tumble, you don't hand polish. Mona brought up a point. So you always tumble. I always tumble all my metal pieces. So if my metal pieces are all metal, no stones, no nothing on there, I will tumble it. Like, it's automatic. Okay. So if I build a piece, like I built a clasp, I soldered the pieces or I hand made the pieces, I will throw it into the tumbler for at least half an hour to get all my extra scratches off, because sometimes you can't get to that one corner, and you want to get some of that junk off. The tumbling will get to it. Okay. So Dremel, yeah. So Mona, you have a Dremel. That's good. It's a mid-range tool. That mid-range tool has a lot of torque, and it will clean as well as ream. You know, the demonstration we just did. It'll ream really well. It will cut into shell. It will cut into glass. So yeah, we can do that. You have a good tool. All right. So yeah, I love to hand polish so you can see your work, but I do like to leave it into the tumbler. I like leaving it in the tumbler to take all the extra stuff I can't get to. Okay. So yes, tumble when you can. Yes. Tumble when you can. All right. Any other questions out there? Let's see. Thanks for visiting, guys. I'm going to end it now. Again, I'll talk to the higher ups and see if we can do a polishing demonstration on YouTube using the 3 different tools. All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. Okay. Again, we were reaming today. We were reaming with the various tools, and we were drilling with the various tools. And we will talk to you soon. Again, this is Jason from the Bead Gallery. If you have any questions, email us. It's in our profile. You can, if you're local in Hawaii, or if you're on the mainland, you can call us. We're on Hawaii Standard Time. So talk to you soon, and take care, stay safe, and stay